Hello! Welcome back to the Spoony Stitcher channel. I'm Shannon the Spoony Stitcher. You're inside the stitchery and we are continuing our quick, easy Christmas gifts. Yesterday we made the glasses case that goes off to the side. Today we are making the glasses case that goes in the middle, the snake case. And I call it a snake case because the top kind of looks like a serpent head and then the string makes it look like his tongue. So I call it the serpent case for now. Diagonal case, I really need another name for that. That is such a lame name. I don't know what else to call it, but if you guys have ideas for what to call the diagonal case, leave them down below because I would love the idea. And if I pick one, I'll give you a shout out. So today we're making the snake case. Yesterday we made the diagonal case. If you'd like to make that one instead, I will put it in the iCards above or down below. But all of the things we have made this week so far, all of those are linked down below in a playlist called Quick Easy Christmas Gifts. So grab your hooks, grab your yarn, and let's get ready to make the snake case. Okay, chain 11, and leave a semi-decent tail, like about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You are going to want your stitch marker. Skip the first chain, go into the next one and mark it. In that same stitch, make another single crochet. Okay, now single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in the 9th one, we are going to make 3 single crochet. So 1, 2, you can work over your tail, and 3. Work down the rest of the chain on the opposite side. So we've now turned our corner here. And we're just going to make 1 single crochet in every chain all the way down until we get to the very last chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, gonna drop my tail now, and 8. And in this stitch that is technically like your first stitch, but it's really just a hole there, put 1 more stitch. Okay. So that's what row 1 should look like. So you should have 22 stitches all the way around. And then we're going to slip stitch into the first stitch over here. The stitch where our stitch marker is, we're going to slip stitch into that. Just remove my little stitch marker. Slip stitch. And chain 1. In that same stitch, we are going to make 2 single crochet. Mark the first one. And single crochet down the rest of the chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we're going to make 2 single crochet in this stitch. So now let's count back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then we're just going to do 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. And slip stitch to join. This is our base row. This is the most important row you will make. In this first back loop, you need to go in the back loop and this third stitch back here. Now the first one, you may not be able to get your hook into there, so just in the back loop only, make a single crochet and mark it. Although with mine, you don't really need to mark it, but okay. The next stitch, you've got a back loop here, and then you've got this extra loop. Do you see this? As far as I know, I'm the only one who makes stuff this way, but anyway, this back loop back here. So this is our back loop. We're gonna call this the third loop. So you see this third loop right here? That's right there. They kind of look like little bumps right behind the back loops. We're going to go into that as well. So we're going to go in the back loop and the third loop. And it can be a little tricky. And this is not people's favorite part of this pattern because it can be a little bit annoying, especially if you don't have a pointy-headed crochet hook. But it's so worth it because it makes your bottom of your case look so much nicer. And your stitches are tighter, and it just looks so nice. The reason I like working through the third loop is because when you go through the back loop only and just the back loop only, this is what it looks like. There are holes. Not very big ones, but they're there. And I don't like that. Meanwhile, if you did it through the third loop as well as the back loop, this is how it looks. No holes, and the color is super tight. You cannot see anything except the 2 colors here. I like that. And for something like glasses, you'd want them to be more secure. So that's the only reason why I, for my baskets and my amigurumi and everything, it's cleaner, and I think that it's a little bit sturdier because there's more loops that you're going through, and so it's a bit stronger. Now, you don't have to do this. It's completely optional, but I thought I'd show you why I like to do it. So it's up to you. If you just want to do through the back loop only, I completely understand. Especially if you're a complete beginner, I get it. So just do that all the way around, and I will meet you right before we have to join. And of course, we're going to slip stitch to the top here. And we're going to chain 1. We're going to make a single crochet in that stitch. And we're going to make a single crochet in the next stitch. And we are going to mark the side of the first stitch. So instead of the top, I'm going to mark the side because that helps me see the little line I'm about to make. This is going to be your glasses case. You are going to go around and around and around. No slip stitching and joining anymore until you are this far. I'm sorry, I forget off the top of my head. Here it is in the written form. So just follow those directions and I will meet you before we have to make the flap. Okay, so you should have 29 stitches around for 22 rounds. Now, as you can see, we are stopped because we worked in continuous rounds. We are stopped in the middle of the front or the back. And so we need to get to the side. So even though this would technically be a new round, we're just not going to count it and we're just going to go over until we get to the edge of our piece. Okay. So now if we flatten it, and we flatten it according to how we made the bottom, so the two ends, like so, then I clearly have one more stitch. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to chain one, and we're going to turn. And we are going to single crochet across just the length of the back here. I'm not sure how long that is, so I'm going to do it with you. See, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let's see how 13 looks. Nope, 14. And 14. Okay, so we just wanted to do the back of our piece. Okay, so we have 14 stitches across. That is the length of our back. We are going to make the flap that folds over the even one, the one that meets in the middle. So we're going to turn our work, and we are going to do an alternative turning chain. And if you've never done that before, that's okay. I will show you. Here we go. Insert your hook into the stitch you just made and bring up a loop. Act as if you are making a single crochet and make an actual single crochet. Now, this side loop right here, just this one, we are going to insert our hook, wrap, and pull up a loop just through that. Now we've got 2 loops on our hook, wrap, and go through 2. That is an alternative chain 2. Now we are going to make a half double crochet all the way across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next round, we are going to do another alternative turning chain. Sorry about that. We're going to insert our hook, pick up a loop, 2 on our hook, go through 2, go through the side, go through 1, 2 loops, go through 2. Now we are going to make a double crochet. That's where we wrap, insert our hook, and go through 2 times. So we wrap, insert, pull up a loop, go through 2, go through 2. We're going to do that all the way across, and you're going to have 13 double crochets and your alternative turning crochet, but I will meet you at the end so you know where to put your hook in the alternative turning chain at the end. So, okay. So, right here is our stitch. I'm gonna wrap, go through these 2 loops, and make a double crochet. Now, exactly what we did for this round, where we started with the alternative turning chain and then double crocheted across, that's what we're gonna do for the next round. Okay, so you should have 13 plus the alternative turning chain. Okay, so for the next row, we are going to just turn our hook. No alternative turning chain. We are going to completely skip this stitch right here. We are just going to go straight into the next stitch, and we're going to make a half double crochet. That's where we wrap, bring up, 3 loops on our hook, go through all 3. And we're going to make another one. And we're going to make another one. And we're going to make a double. And another double. And another double. So we've got 3 half doubles and 3 doubles, and now we're going to make 3 more doubles. And then we're going to make half double crochet, half double crochet, and this one, we are not going in the next stitch, we are skipping that, and we're going into the turning chain over here. That's where we'll make our last half double. So see, you're starting to get your point there. Okay, here is where we're going to make the chain and everything. So turn your work, skip the first stitch, single crochet into the next stitch, half double crochet into the next, half double crochet into the next, double crochet, and double crochet. Okay, this is our middle stitch. Now we need to chain 25 as tight as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and double crochet back into the exact same stitch you made the last double crochet. And oops, make sure your hook isn't trapped in the loop. There we go. And now we just follow it down. 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, half double crochet, half double crochet, skip the last stitch, and single crochet into this stitch right here. And that's all there is to it. Now, we need to fasten off with a decent tail. Get out, oh, sorry, remove your hook. There you go. And get out our tapestry needle. Strongly recommend a sharp needle for this. But it's up to you. I just like to make sure I'm going in those fibers, but it's completely up to you. So here is how we're going to hide our tail. So we went off on the end, and then we're going to go down this side, because we do not want any kind of pull anywhere near the, we don't want to mess with the structural integrity of this chain. So we want to make sure that this is sewn in really well and really far down. As far down as possible. Now, you have a variegated yarn or a striped yarn, so you want to try as best you can to make sure that your colors aren't gonna look weird. Like I have this black piece. I don't want this black piece randomly showing up in my green spot right there. So I'm trying to move it underneath. And now I'm going to go on the other side, which is the inside of my piece. Now I'll go towards the middle, and then you can kind of just bend this back, and then you can go back and forth between these stitches as many times as you like. And if you have a sharp tip needle, it can be a little more challenging, but it's worth it because it means it's getting in those fibers. And I really like that. Makes me feel better about my piece. That nothing's gonna happen. Because, you know, you don't want anything to happen to your glasses, obviously. We protect them for a reason. Okay, that's probably good. Then we just fasten off really close. Put your glasses inside. Take the strap. If it's too long, you twist it like that, and then you wrap it around. But for me, it's the perfect size, so you just wrap it. And it kind of looks like a snake. And so, yeah. And then to remove it, you just pull up. But the best part about this pattern is that nothing is going to happen to your glasses. First of all, you used a single crochet super tight stitch. That's why we use a 4mm because it's very small. And so, you know, even if you have the super pointy glasses, your little stem of your on the side of your glasses should not poke through because it's a very tight stitch. And you can, you know, shake it, can throw it, and it's pretty protected. Now, obviously, it is still just fabric, so you do want to be careful, but it is pretty protected. It's at least protected from scratches and falling out. So you can throw this in your purse, in your luggage, whatever, and there you go. And I thought these would make really cute, quick, easy Christmas gifts. I mean, a guy can use this, a woman can use this, a child can use this. That is the glasses case. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you've made anything from the crochet along, please email me, tag me on Instagram, or put it in the private Facebook group linked down below. I would love to see what you've made. So, thank you so much for being here today. Remember, life happens, yarn helps, and spoonies can stitch it up too.